Hello YouTube and welcome to my Let's Play of Airport CEO. Unfortunately, I started recording in the menu, however, I thought the game crashed and it didn't, so I cut recording to restart the game. Anyways, it did not actually crash, so yes, so I recently purchased this game. This is my first ever Let's Play of this series and first ever Let's Play as well. Hopefully, as I get a little bit more confident with this, my videos to get better. But I digress. Y'all are here for Airport CEO gameplay, not me rambling on. So, basically, lower left corner, something you already noticed, is you got an introduction. I've gone through several of these airports already, don't really need one, so I'm going to skip it. However, everything is kept as is. So, for right now, our first set of objectives is to actually create a small airfield. In order to do that, there's a very handy tool that I like. It's called Toggle Planning Mode, and you find it under the building tools on the toolbar. This will allow you to plop down runways, aprons, taxiways, terminals, anything you can think of that you can build, you can plop it down in planning mode and not actually have to spend money on it. That way you can mix and match as you see fit. So, to start off with, let's go ahead and get a contractor hired. I'm going to do Brickley because they have 106 at $5.5 an hour versus these people who are 73 contractors at $10 an hour. So, just to give you a concept, let's see how much each one would actually cost per hour if we had all of them. So for Brickley, there's 106 times. So Brickley we would be paying $583 an hour for their contractors, whereas Highway we would be paying $722.70 an hour. So no idea why they're so expensive for so fewer workers. Yeah, like there's literally no difference between the two apart from the fee and the amount of contractors, so I will just go ahead and do Brickley. So once that's done, I'll go to operations and just bring in all 106 of my contractors, and now we'll wait for them to come on in. But now it's time to start planning out the aircraft infrastructure. So to start off with, something actually, am I going to be able to put need to check something real quick. Yeah, I will be able to. Sweet. So, to start off with, we'll be setting up the airport as is. It's all going to be grass. For the more astute, the reason why it's going to be grass is it's super cheap to build, so we won't run a deficit trying to build it. And at the same time, I don't plan on keeping this as the permanent airfield. Eventually, I will not have a small runway with small stands and whatnot. I do intend on building medium stands, but that is for a later date. And now, we got pretty much everything that the game wanted us to build. apart from the air traffic control tower, so we will go ahead and work on that. Get it put in. And one thing that I do want to mention is it would be a smart idea to go ahead and get at least some fencing built around the airport to try to keep the critters from coming in down that area. So now we are constructing. And I just so I just went into the build menu again and ordered my contractors to start construction. And I'll fast forward through it to give them the time that they need to construct the airfield. And as you can see, all 106 workers are pretty diligently getting everything up and running. I'm not a big fan of building grass because, well, simply put, let's take the runway for example. The construction cost of the small runway is $100,000. However, the operating cost is $300. Whereas if we were to build an asphalt, the construction cost is $50,000 more. However, the operating cost is $100 less a day. For the ramp, for a grass, is $2,000. Operating cost $2 a day, and the ramp for asphalt is $6,000, and operating cost of $3.33 a day. So the runway ramp is actually a little more expensive for the asphalt in both areas, but it is what it is. So now that we've completed the small airfield, everything's pretty much been built up. Still working on the fencing to keep the critters out. But now it's time to open up the airport and accept our first general aviation flight. So we're gonna go ahead and go to airport control panel, and we're gonna open the airport and allow general aviation. And now we're going to open the runway, and now we should be getting general aviation coming in before too long. So now we're waiting for general aviation to land. We need to have about 5. And we're also going to need to build a gate for our contractors. So for right now, probably just build it like, I don't know, right here. Just to get that completed. So, as we wait, actually, so while we wait for all the general aviation to start funneling in, I am going to go ahead and, under planning mode, start putting, I think by 8 should be more than enough room. So, I just laid down what will be the foundations for the terminal. And this 8x6 will be the ticketing, and it's gonna, so basically what my plan is this zone right in here is gonna be ticketing. They're gonna walk through here. So my plan is there's going to be a exit right here out of the secured area. There's going to be a couple entrances in here into the secured area. And my biggest plan for now, though, is to eventually have it set up where the secured area will be upstairs and downstairs will be basically ticketing, baggage, and all that. Okay, so now we are needing to place some airline... I forget what they're called now. But basically, plane servicing. Turnaround. We're going to need to place some turnaround equipment. So, for now, let's go ahead and get some infrastructure built. So, we're going to build a vehicle checkpoint. The vehicle checkpoint requires a... it's got 2 different roads that it requires. You need to have it connected to a public road and a service road. And it is, so now we just wait for them to bring the stuff to actually start constructing it. And they are. Sweet. And now, what we will do is go ahead and connect this, the gate right there, or the fencing, I should say. Okay, and now that we got that, we can begin construction on, let's see, under aircraft infrastructure, we need to place a vehicle depot and a small avgas fuel depot. So to do that, what I'll do is create a service road right here, and from there, so now that I got that in, now I can start connecting the vehicle depot. Put the vehicle depot right there, and the aviation gas will go right here. Perfect. And just as the piece of resistance, just to kind of make it look a little bit better. Have it, so basically what I ended up doing is, if you don't have, so right here, you can put asphalt tile. If you don't have that, down here, it'll just be grass. And after working on an active airbase for several years now, the grass just makes my OCD go haywire, so to say. Alright, so now that that's done, our suppliers are good. We need to purchase a avgas fuel truck. Go ahead and set up a, where's it at? Oh, right here. Need to get a aviation fuel. So these guys, $1.53 per liter of avgas, and Jet A1's 29 cents. Jet A1. Preferably, I like to try to find the cheapest that I can get. For Jet A1, 38 cents, 42. So the reason is the, so the aviation fuel ain't gonna be that profitable when I'm done. However, okay. However, Jet A1, with how cheap it is, I can, like, if I purchase it for about 29 cents, I can sell it back to the airline for about, I don't know, 50 cents and make like a 20-cent profit off of it. So if you were wondering, I decided to basically tell my workers to leave because there's no need for them to be around right now. And now, all I have to do is, where's it at? Airfield operations, avgas 100 LL. So that'll allow me to refuel any aviation coming in. And as you can see, we got more aviation coming down. That guy took off, so there should be another one coming in before too long. And now we got our first customer for fuel. Let's see, how much is he going to be selling it for? $202.50, I think it was? Let me check the economy real quick. Aviation fuel, oh, $250. Okay, not $2.50, $250. Well, as we wait, just, I think we're at 3 GA aircraft refueled now, so just need to refuel a few more and we should be good. And there we go. All of my, yep, and we are done. So this is going to be the end of episode 1. Thank you, and y'all take care.